Hello everyone and welcome to today's topic. My name is Deep Coach. My topic today is referencing and attributing sources. Referencing is the way we acknowledge where we quote other ideas and words from in our work at university. Referencing can help with avoiding plagiarism in several ways. By acknowledging where you quote ideas from, you give credit to the original author. Because referencing also specifies how direct quotes from information sources should look, it means that direct quotes can be clearly identified in your essay. Finally, referencing gives details to the reader so they can find your original sources. This might be because the reader wants to check on whether you have correctly incorporated the original information, or maybe they want to incorporate your cited sources in their own information search. In this lecture, we look at the underlying principles of referencing before moving on to examine the three main forms that referencing systems can take. We first need to make a distinction between referencing system and a referencing style. A referencing system refers to any set of rules and guidelines for referencing, while the referencing styles is the specific set of conventions, rules, and guidelines for referencing. As we won't have time to look at all the different referencing styles today, it's a good idea to take some time prior to university to find out about the referencing style used in your field. You may also be asked to use different styles in different assignments depending on the course. What's important for now is to understand general characteristics of different types of references or referencing systems so that you know what to focus on later. The underlying principle for referencing, according to Grantham, are to be clear, accurate, and consistent. This enables you to give credit to the author and to give enough details so that readers can find the sources that you have used. Referencing styles give us different ways of following these principles. In any referencing style, there will be indications of the sources used, both in the body of the text and as a list at the end of the text. Citations within the body of the text give a signal to the reader that someone else's words and ideas are being used at that point. The information given about the original information source is minimal, as we don't want to interrupt our writing. These citations are linked to the list of references at the end of the text, where all the information about the source cited in text can be found. All citations in the body of the text should be linked to a reference at the end. Referencing systems vary in how they present citations and references. There are three main types of referencing systems, and any referencing style can be categorized into one of these three categories. The three main referencing systems are endnote referencing, we have footnote referencing, and in-text citing. Now we look at each of these in turn. Endnote systems put a small number by the cited body of text. This links to a numbered list of references at the end of the text. When the reference is listed at the end of the first time a detailed reference is given. If the same information source is used again, some Latin abbreviations are used to keep the references simple. For example, if you want to reference an information source a second time later in the article, you can write opsit, that is OP and then sit, that is opsit, which means in the work cited, and just give the author's name and a page number. Let's say you reference parrot again immediately after the second reference. Then you can just use ipid in your in-text reference, which is Latin in the same place. Let's just say you reference parrot again immediately after the last reference, and you reference the same page. You can then write with ipid log sit, which means in the same place cited. Some common styles of referencing that use an endnote system are Vancouver and Chicago. Footnote systems are similar to endnote systems in that a small number is used in the body of the text that links to a reference. They are different in that a short form of the reference is listed at the bottom of the page of the citation. A full list of references is also given at the end of the text. There are two ways of writing footnotes at the bottom of a page: the abbreviation system and the name date system. With the abbreviation system of a footnote, the first reference is written out in full. After that, you can write a shorter version. With a name date system, on the other hand, you just write the family name of the author of the reference and the year it was published. You do this every time you make a footnote. A common footnote referencing style is Oxford. Finally, let's look at in-text citing systems. These are then, instead of using little numbers for your citation in the text, you put the name and date of references in brackets next to where you've cited their words or ideas. Again, there is a reference list at the end with all the details of your references. Common in-text systems are APA and AFAD. And on that note, let me thank you for your kind attention.